a short flag here.
Yep.
Just make sure when you take your practice swing that you brush the grass.
Yep.
That means that you're nice and relaxed.
Down the shaft
Yes.
and pendulum swings from
Very good. Fantastic. Very nice.
Okay.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So what I like there is your setup was very good, your technique was very good, and your distance control was even better. The key now we're going to learn about club selection and distance control. That was a very small swing you used there, and therefore you got a very small short shot. So when you're taking your pendulum, if we call it that, the smaller, obviously, the shorter the shot. The longer the shot. So some teachers will teach, up to the knee, through to the knee. So they talk about distance. Some teachers will teach like a clock, where you might go 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock or whatever it might be to remember your distance. The other thing we can do is change our clubs. If we had a longer shot, at the moment you're using the pitching wedge, which is designed to go very far, we start to use our 7-iron. You could use anything, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You choose on the distance. You can keep the same length of stroke, but change the club, which will change how far the ball will go.
So is it longer the club, the longer the distance?
It's more on that is correct, but we're going to keep the same length of club because we're going to have our hands down the grip every time. It's the actual loft that's going to make the difference. The pitching wedge loft will allow the ball to elevate a little bit higher and stop quicker. When you choose your 7-iron, the ball will have less elevation, so it will land lower and run further. So it's the change of loft that will dictate your distance. If you wanted a really long shot, you just use your 5-iron and it'll run along the ground quite far. So let's try with the 7-iron now.
Yep.
So when the ball, if you had a downhill shot, you would use something like a wedge or a 9-iron for control, and if you had an uphill shot, you'd use something with a lot less loft, which is going to run up the hill.
Right.
All right, so we're going to put quite a longer shot here with our 7, but exactly the same technique.
Right.
So you have your practice, so you make sure you brush the grass. If you miss the ground, you're going to top the ball. Good, really good. Well done. So you notice there the ball came off lower, and when it landed, it ran a lot further.
Yep.
Even though your swing length was quite similar.
Yep.